Hey everybody, good morning. Whew, what a morning. Robert, Kevin, Michael, Everett, Dawn, Valerie, Arturo, Nikki. Good morning, good morning. My lovely wife, Kimberly, here to see us. Svenborn, and David, Allen, Francois, Donald, Jaquise, Maurizio, Philip, Sergio, Michael, Rongamar, Tim. Good morning, everybody. How's it going? Been a wild ride already this morning. Had to get up and take my daughter to school, and she works way out. It's kind of like halfway between Clinton and Rocky Top. Wrongimer, you got a feeling for how far out that is. Anyway, whew, been driving. Anyway, welcome everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And market's moving. Market's moving a little bit, not a lot of bit, a little bit. Working on trying to push through the resistance. Got to pull back overnight, and yeah. Hey, Tim, Val, Larry, Andreas, Gregory, Gary, Randy. Good morning. If you want to chat with me like all these fine folks, click the button right here, right down here. My logo. Subscribe, be a subscriber, and a few seconds later you can chat while I'm live. If I am no longer live, then you're gonna have to leave a comment down below. And if you want to come jump into the Discord, I got a link for that. You just expand the description of the video and click the link. It's like $5. You can come join us in Discord if you want. For those that want to support me more, support what we're doing here. If it's not your thing, that's cool. You don't got to do that. And like I say every morning, don't buy stuff if you don't trust people. If you don't trust me, don't buy anything. Anyway, all trading involves a substantial risk of loss. Past performance, not necessarily indicative of future results. Like I may never get another prediction right in the market again. All right, this presentation here is intended to be informational, educational, fun, entertaining. It is not a recommendation to buy or sell anything, financial instrument or otherwise. You don't buy stocks, don't buy cryptos, don't buy options, don't buy Forex, don't buy futures, don't buy any of that crap, don't sell it, don't buy stuff from gurus, don't buy anything for the market. Like don't buy newsletters, don't buy any of that stuff if you don't trust the people that are doing it. All right. Build a relationship, trust and like the stuff, like that's why you're here, right? Anyway, glad to have you. And remember, if you desire personal financial advice, you need to hire and consult a financial advisor. It has a fiduciary duty to take care of you. And again, one that you trust and get along with. As we discussed in great detail last night during 30 Minutes of Awesome, all the mistakes the traders make. I point you to that video last night. If you missed out, you should go watch it. I spent, almost a half an hour going through like the top. It was like a list of top 6 mistakes and then a list of top 20 mistakes that traders make. And a lot of people thought it was pretty good. I kind of got tripped up on the don't swing for the fences and conversation. And one of my lovely members commented last night that he think it was just poorly written the way it was on the thing. Swinging for the fences. I don't really swing for the fences. That's like I'm going to try to double my account tomorrow, or by the end of the week, or by the end of the year. Set reasonable goals. I'm just trying to make the edge up. I like to put my risk reward and control it. Put a little bit of risk and make a big reward. I mean, that's the way I like to trade. It's not really swinging for the fences. It's just, that's the kind of trade I like to do. That's the kind of trade I go hunting for. And more often than not, it's the kind of trade I find in the markets. So good morning, everybody. Lee, Craig, Merle, George, glad to have everybody with us. And we had Jerome Powell speaking this morning. What the heck is he up to, right? What the heck? We look at Wednesday here. Fed Powell, Jerome Powell speaking at 9:15. And that's right now. So I don't know what the heck he's saying because I'm live right now and I can't watch what he's saying. So I'll have to catch up with that after I'm done here. If you have the attention span of a gnat and can watch both things at both times, cool. But that's not me. I'm not able to do this presentation here and watch that at the same time. So I'm not sure what he's up to. Anyway, he's speaking now, and then he's speaking again tomorrow, right here, 2 p.m. So those are red events on the forexfactory.com calendar. So just be careful. He's got something he's trying to get out there because he doesn't usually book himself speaking a whole bunch, back to back, unless he's trying to get something out there. Now, sometimes, a lot of times he'll testify in front of Congress and then testify in front of the Senate back to back, but I don't think that's what's going on today. Could be, but I don't think that's what's up. Anyway, the rest of the week, besides that, looks pretty benign, except for earnings. We do have some consumer sentiment on Friday at 10 a.m. after the markets open. Let me pop this up. We do have the earnings. I've shown this a few times this week, but if this is the first time you're tuning in this week, check it out. We're right here. Roblox, that's what I put on the thumbnail, or I tried to. I asked the AI to make me a Roblox thumbnail, and that's what it came up with. Came up with a whole bunch of them, but I used that one. And we got Warner Brothers and Nuvi and Under Armour, Biogen, all these kind of hitting this morning. We had Rivian and Upstart, Oxy, Wish, Mosaic last night. We've got AMC, Disney, Twilio, Marathon Digital Holdings, Mara. That's one of my favorites right there. Coming up after the close, Affirm, Duolingo, HubSpot, Virgin Galactic down here, or I guess just Galactic now, whatever. And so we got a good selection before the open tomorrow. LI, Novavax, Fiverr, Kopkin, Yeti, Tapestry. So all these kind of hitting tonight after the close and tomorrow morning before the open. And then, Thursday after the close, we can talk about those later. So big week of earnings and to fit right along with Powell speaking, but not really any other news this week. We see CPI and PPI coming up next week. So those will be big market movers. And it's the last week before Thanksgiving, last full week. So the week after next will be kind of a weird week with that holiday stuck right in the middle and an early close on Friday. So we'll talk about that more next week as we get closer. You got to be careful as we move into that. I've yet to see a Thanksgiving week that was a banger. So don't expect amazing things. Could this year be the beer? Yeah, it could be the beer. I think I said beer. Could it be the year? No, it could, but it could be the beer too. Thanksgiving, take it easy. Throw one back. Anyway, I'll be here on Wednesday and Friday of Thanksgiving week, despite the holiday. So not going live on Thursday because there's nothing to really talk about, even though crypto's going. So beer. Now the way I read that, it reads like Homer Simpson. Anyway, beer. All right. So S&P. Look, it is sometimes as simple as this. See this confluence of resistance right here? That's where we got to get through. That right there. Sometimes it's that simple. And we made a high, 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 made a gap over here. The reason this was like this was because of the gap. And then we have that resistance right above it, right there where we bottomed out and then busted right through and gapped down through it, So there's a key resistance zone right in here that we have to get through. And that's what I've been showing on the simplified chart. Why does it do that to me every morning? Anyway, we're right up below the key resistance, right near these highs. The arrow that's resistance. It seems so simple, but a lot of people don't see it. Crazy enough. Anyway, that's those highs, resistance. Just good old-fashioned, regular old resistance. This area right here is a key resistance to clear because this can be the determination between going bullish or going bearish. And until we're well clear of it, it's still a big cautionary zone. We could pull down and we could bounce off of it twice and go down in a blaze of glory to a lower low than we saw in October 2022. Like, wait, October 22 was really low. And yeah, we could go down like that. So that possibility is on the chart at the moment. Am I saying we're doing that? No, I'm kind of bullish. I have faith in our stock market that we're going bullish and we're going to do a breakout. And my target is actually up here. But I would be remiss if I did not warn you that this pattern could very well play out. So please stay frosty, my friends, as they say. Be careful. be able to change your, it's not being wrong that costs you money. It's staying wrong. Don't stay wrong if we're going down the toilet. Don't stay wrong if you're planning on going down the toilet and we go up here to all-time highs. All right, we are at a big junction in the market, and I keep harping on this day after day after day, but we're stuck right there. I mean, we're coming up. It's taking us like 3 days right here to squeak out little highs, and we're not getting through the resistance yet. Can we just pop on through? Yeah, we could. Have we done it? Shoot, no, we have not done that. So we do have the gap to contend with. We softened it up a little bit yesterday. We're about to open the market in about 4 minutes, and that's what we got to work with here. That's what we got to work with. S5FI. Oh, got a little pullback, green little doji thing yesterday. I expect this to pop above 80 before we go back below 20. We double tapped it down here below 20. That every time you come back here and look at the double tap below 20, we typically go bust out above 80, and sometimes it can take a while. But when you look at it, every time we kind of double tap or triple tap below 80, below 20, get my numbers right, below 20, we typically go above 80. And this is just S&P 500 stocks above their 50-day moving average. If you didn't know this was a ticker, right there it is, S5FI. You can get, it only updates after the close on TradingView. You can go to barchart.com and get the live version. They update live for free. You don't even have to make an account. But I don't like to hop back and forth between different platforms. So there you go. All right, moving on. They do have a ND5FI and a R whatever FI. I go right over here. Yeah, see, NDFI, NASDAQ. This is the craziest thing. How is it to the 100th of a point if there's 100 stocks? NASDAQ 100, right? This should move in even points. Like, you don't have a 0.46 of 100. Like, you don't have 53.46 of 100 stocks. It's either 53 or 54. So whatever crazy math they're using, it must be that new math, I guess. I don't know. And then R2FI, Russell 2000, stocks above the 50-day moving average. This one probably going to go up to 80 also. So there you go. I like the S5FI just to keep a pulse on the broad market. So there you go. Other things happening and crapping in oil. Look at that. Right down almost to the 618 level I was looking for. Just that got dang close. Watching for a reversal to build out of here. That was a big spike down. Can't really see. It's right there's the low. Put the mouse on it. Let's see. You can go like this. Right there. The low 75.86. I said we might get 75. 75.86. That's the ballpark. And it happened so fast. It went from being at the roadmap line to being at that target in 3 days or whatever. So pretty crazy. And hey Arthur, good morning. And so, do we build a reversal here? Do we spend more time farting around in this zone? I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. Alrighty. Back to the list. GC. Get a retrace. It's back in the box. We might have to go retest at least the bottom of the box, if not the roadmap line. And there's the market open. Bitcoin was attempting to go for 36 last night and rejected. Can it do it today? I don't know. We'll see. We're either going to do that sideways and then pop, or we get a bigger retrace. This is just be careful. It's another one of those stay frosty. We can pop here. Am I liquidating? No. Am I willing to wait through this pullback in the next move? Yeah. Would I stop out down here if we broke below the roadmap line? Yeah, probably I would. On certain things. Other things, I'm just going to hold on because I believe that we're set up for a massive halving rally. I've talked about this recently. If you don't know about the Bitcoin halving, we've got 24,130 blocks left to go, about 163 days. And there's the current price of Bitcoin. So this is just bitcoinhalving.com right there. It's run by Bitcoin Magazine, and they give they have a prize pool if you guess the Bitcoin price at halving. But that's not really what I'm advertising. I'm keeping track of the countdown. This is the coolest countdown thing I found that you just pull it up and it's just right there. All right, 124,000 blocks to go. We mine a block about every 10 minutes. And that puts it about 163 days before we get there. All right, moving on. That's what the big catalyst in Bitcoin, well, one of the big catalysts. The other one is ETF approvals, spot ETF. There's like 9 spot ETF applications out there. If those get approved, they're going to suck up like 10 to 15% of the available Bitcoin liquidity. And so House spoke at 9:15, didn't comment on monetary policy or the outcome. Okay. So what did he speak on? Anything? Anything at all? Ethereum, actually, it triggered my alert to close yesterday. Like I put that alert down there, I closed it out, but then it stick saved. So maybe I was wrong. I've been wrong before. I made a good profit. I got in at 16, got out at 18. I made basically $200 in Ethereum. And I still have Ethereum. I just closed the extra. I had some extra riding on. I closed it because I didn't like the way that was messing around there. And 23 is the target. 25 the target above that. The rest of my Ethereum position is a long-term hold. And it's positive. I bought it like at 1,000 or something like that. I'll just continue to hold that. DXY is probably working on its way down to the roadmap line. Even though we're getting a little retrace, this looks like it's probably going to reach down to the roadmap line before it would go back higher. I mean, could it go back higher? Sure. Does it look like it's going to do that? Not really. This is not enthusiasm. This looks like it's just a little retrace on the way down. But, that's the zone. We're still in the zone. The resistance here, support here. We're just going to mess around in this zone until we break out and go up here, or break down and potentially breaking down takes us down to the 90s, mid 90s. Roblox was, it took me a long time to get here. Roblox was the headliner, the thumbnail, and there's the resistance. Resistance, resistance, resistance. Look how many times it's been resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Right there, and maybe 7 times, 8 times, even more back here. That's a pretty major resistance for Roblox. Could this be the lowest low? It could. That's just one big move up so far. No retraces, no signs of going even higher yet. For gosh sakes, be careful. Looks like the lowest low was back here. That's a choppy sideways thing. I'm not getting involved in that. I don't see much opportunity despite the nice pop. If it starts breaking out above the resistance there, then something could form. But yeah, be careful. Don't just chase gnarly charts. Like I said, be careful. I mean, look, even though they beat on the top and missed on the bottom, they lost a F ton of money. And their revenue wasn't even that great. So I don't know. My kids aren't of the age that they mess with Roblox. So TTWO, Tech 2 Interactive. That's like a sympathy move, although this looks like a better chart. Beautiful move up, retrace to the roadmap line. What is the next move? Right here, high to low. 159, 167, and resistance right there where it stopped. Imagine that. Got to break above that. So back above 150 puts us on the path to go to 159, 167. No, it's not huge upside, but that's what we can expect before we get another retrace. Probably do ding, ding, ding. Probably do the famous pattern where we go up to the 1272. Retrace back to the 100, and then that common pattern. All right. Sir, all your video recorded by me now. What can I do in Pakistan? The Bitcoin is a crime. I don't know, my man. That's I'm not familiar with Pakistan rules, so I'm not hyping up you do anything. And remember, back to the disclaimer. You shouldn't trade. All trading involves a substantial risk of loss, and you can lose your money. So be freaking careful, my man. I'm not telling you to do anything. Be careful is what I'm telling you to do. You're gonna have to, you're obviously on the internet. You probably have the ability to look up more things than I can about Pakistan rules and laws. That's not what I do. I'm not a lawyer. I'm just a trader here in the U.S. that happens to get a few things right. I'm sorry, I can't help you more than that. Explain the weakness in VIX. Hello. That's going lower. I mean, look, it's easier explained on SVXY right here. Check this out. Every time we've gotten a 15 to 20% drop on VIX since COVID, in the following month to 30 to 45 days following that drop, we get a recovery essentially back to where we were. It usually takes about 30 to 45 days, and it's happened 14 times in the past, and we're doing it now. So this will be time number 15 since COVID, since March 2020. We're almost back up there. So this is inverse VIX. So this goes up when VIX goes down. All right. It's just the pattern that VIX does. It's not as clear on VIX. It's much more clear on SVXY that you can see this. So why is VIX dropping out? Because we saved the day. The world's not burning down for now. So yeah, TSLY paid a dividend today. Did you not get that alert? So, TSLY paid the dividend. Today's the 8th. That's why it dropped. Don't get caught. Dividends drop the price. Like, that's cash out of the stock price. It's not cash that they were storing in the trunk of the, back of the ETF management facility. This is it's straight off of the price of the stock. So straight out of the equity. Every dividend payment causes drop. You may not be able to see it so much on things like Apple, but things like Tesla, TSLY, QQQY, when they pay the dividend, it usually whacks it, especially the X date. So I've got shares of this one. I've got shares of this one. I am in a few of these, so. All right, moving on. DVA. Danny DeVita Capital, or Incorporated. That's medical nursing, biotech stuff, medtech stuff. Be careful. FDA can screw this one with one swoop of the pen. They did beat on the top, beat on the bottom. That's not the most bullish looking pattern. Could it go higher? It could. Let's see what we got here. Down to the, not a great pattern. That one's not very clean. Could it go higher? It could. Could it go lower? It could. Not my bag, baby. MDB. Holding the roadmap line. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Resistance right there at that prior high. Let me zoom it up so we can see what I'm talking about. Resistance here, resistance here. If we get above about 412, we're probably heading on up to 476 and possibly 528. Not too shabby. Anytime I see that AKAM, I always think of Arkham, like Batman, Arkham Asylum, not Akame, the cloud company. Anyway, tells you where my mind's at, right? Right up to the 1272, back to the 100, could push out to 114 on the upside, and then probably a retrace back to the roadmap line. Clear Security. Never even heard of this, but popping up off the lows, still below the roadmap line. That's a 3-wave thing. Watch out for continuation lower. TH, I'm getting a bunch of alerts all of a sudden. Something must be happening. Target Hospitality, Hotel Resort, Cruise Lines. Never even heard of these people. What cruise line do they run? Anybody know? Strong buy, strong sell. Technical, strong sell. Analyst rating, strong buy. That's kind of funny. I'm just curious what cruise line they run. Don't even tell. I guess they just operate on cruise lines. Operate staff, maybe? I don't know. Whatever. Yeah. That's a sideways, choppy, nasty thing. I don't know. Wouldn't mess with it. Sometimes things get me curious. Like, what the heck do they do? So many companies. Some of them I can keep track of. Some of them I'm like, I've never heard of them before. Upwork is trying to break above. We do have resistance. 3 kind of hits right there. Once, twice, 3 times my lady. And then we dropped out. Did a retrace. That retrace was to a 618. Can this break out? Yeah, it could. I don't like that big red candle. Not cool for continuation. For continuation. If we do break out above those prior highs, I think alert right there, probably going to pop right up here to 22, possibly 28. And from the current levels, that's like a double. That's reasonable, but I would be careful. If this candle was green, I'd be like, that's awesome. Because it's a giant red one, it may come back to the roadmap line before it can do that. And this, doing the fibs this way, there is resistance at 17, 19, and then that may be where it's headed, 22, right up there. KD. I don't even know how you say that company's name. What do they do? Data processing. 1272 at 18. Support 17, which is right where it's kind of messing around, and then 19 on the upside. ANIP. Coming back to the roadmap line. This is pharmaceutical biotech. Be careful. Bros. Dutch Bros. That's bearish. Bearish. That's hitting the roadmap line from the downside. Continuation lower until proven otherwise. I mean, look. Going down in a blaze of glory. We haven't made the lowest low yet. We still have to beat this one from over here. Would not surprise me to go lower than that point right over there, somewhere below 20. I mean, they beat on the top, beat on the bottom, made some money, not big money. Looks like they're going down. RL, Ralph Lauren. Load, there it goes. Had to think about it for a good long while. Last time we were messing around on the roadmap line, we popped pretty good. Could we do it again? Sure. It's a higher low. I do expect it. I kind of expect it to go higher. Do have resistance up here. It may go a little lower and pull that. It could go down significantly and pull the fibs on down to that consolidation. 141, 150, but I wouldn't be interested in it till it's back above, probably above this high over here. Probably want to see it break above that high. You can see I had a lot of trouble getting through there before. Grab. Other transportation. That's weird. Other transportation. What other transportation is there? That looks like sideways crap. I wouldn't mess with it. ESTA. Oh. Talk about a dumpster fire. Woo. Don't mess with that. Jiminy Christmas. Jiminy Christmas. That looks like it's going lower low, and my fib line goes below 0. Uh, yeah, don't mess with that one. It's a med tech specialty, biotech on top of the dumpster fire. So definitely be careful there. CREV, this is one I keeps coming up on the list. This is so likely to come back down. Like if you had the ability to sell shares, it's so likely to come back down. I mean, the odds are it's going to be back down here in the $10 to $20 area before we see something break above 200. Upstart. If you got into CREV, for gosh sakes, book your profits. It's not going to the moon. I guarantee you. I mean, I'd almost guarantee you. It's so likely to come back down. Like I can pull up 100 charts. Upstart, that's bearish. Back to the lows. SNBR, well, got to that target. Next target down, $4. I guess paying like $2,000 for a bed and just isn't where the market is right now. Massey is continuing lower. How low can she go? I mean, let's talk about it here a second. Look at this. Why on earth would you buy this? Like, what on that chart says, hey, I think this is going higher? Look at this. I mean, in fact, it looks like it's going to drop to 54. Right there, messing around the 1272, then next target down 54, 55, that area. It's like essentially a dumpster fire of a chart, not necessarily the company, just you know, it's just a dumpster fire of a chart. Like let's be honest, the charts are horrible. The charts are horrible. NXPI. That could very well go lower. It could break out above the roadmap line, but indecision, not clear on that one. eBay, when they're not clear, don't put your money there. Just wait. You know, there's plenty of stuff that is clear. There's plenty of things that are fun to trade and look at. Took a long time to finish that shoulder, but guess what? That can go down the toilet. Yet another one. That looks like we're going down to a blaze of glory. I mean, you know, look. You know, instead of messing with something like Massey, look at this. QQQ, breaking above the trend line. This is one to keep an eye on right here. This is a potential breakout. We're even turning green today. All right, this is a potential breakout. The targets are way up here. Like, this is a positive chart. And it's just a broad market, you know, index, QQQ. That's NASDAQ, right? Broad market ETF. We can go higher here. Now, my chart of the week was TQQQ. A little bit of leverage, a lot cheaper. Doing the same breakout. Beautiful potential here. So there's plenty of stuff to watch without trying to catch a knife or try to play with a dumpster fire like Massey out there. Even eBay looks like it's going to go down in a blaze of glory, probably down to 30. Well, maybe 32. SPR looks like it's bouncing off the roadmap line. Where does that put us? Target. The roadmap line works both ways. This way is just down, and it takes us to 12. Toast looks pretty horrible. Like that's continuing to flush down the toilet. Gonna go back to lows. I mean, it's not magic. Just don't. I mean, 1284 and $9 below that. Riley. B. Riley. Oh, that looked so good. And now there are a crap ton of insiders buying this one. Or there were. I don't know if they still are. This one pays a pretty high dividend too. 11.5%. I actually have some. I probably have some shares of this from right back here at 25. I think. I think I bought it at 25. Maybe it's 26. Meh. Party might be over. I might have to close it. If it doesn't hold here, yeah, I'm gonna put alert right there. I'm gonna have to go close that if it breaks below that low. And did it put the alert on there? No. Thanks. Come on, TradingView. Work with me here. Weird. $28. There. Now it's on there. All right. And IDA. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like we talked about last night, Beth. Yeah. Don't buy crap thinking you can become a millionaire because that's just not. It's not likely to happen. Let's see. I don't even know where I put that. There, right there it is. You know, it's right on here. Like, you gotta set your investing goals. Gotta know your risk. I think it was right here. Yeah, swinging for the fences. Like, you're not going to become an overnight, think long term. You're not going to become an overnight millionaire. Just slow, steady gains, or at least, repeatable. Like something you can do over and over and over, and repeatable, not just a one time. I'm going to make my money. I'm out. That's high risk. That's gambling. This one right here, that's 3 waves up into the roadmap line. Continuation would be lower, and the target is 83 or 84. Got to be on the upside. I'm always using these to go up. So when it's down, you got to go above. So the target's 84 conservatively and 79 below that. Magic software. Yeah. Because I would buy something called magic software and be like, ooh, it's magic. Anyway, that's the lowest low. Another dumpster fire. How low can she go? Out of business. Earnings coming up next week. Apple just crossed 183. Oh, baby. Look at that one. We're getting into the zone. Not the auto zone, but the breakout zone. We break out through that orange box right there. It's game on, baby. 220. Of course, 205, 214. We'll probably do the pinball thing and right up into that 220 ultimate target from the big pullback back here. Ooh, baby. We basically hit that 1272, then pulled back to the roadmap line. Next target up, 1618, which is 220. Array, garbage. Oh, look at that. So close to my target that I drew way back here, like almost a year ago. HTHT. No idea what that is. Hotels and results. I'm noticing a theme here that hospitality getting smacked down a little bit. I guess people don't have money to go blow like they used to. CLDX. Well, that's a problem. Looks like it's going to go lower, and that's medtech, nursing stuff. Ferguson, this was on the list a couple days ago, and potential to go higher. Put it back on the right move. Got resistance up to 163. If we get above 163, 178, 186. But if we don't, lower. EO. Estee Lauder is probably going on down. Now, after doing this, it may retrace to the roadmap line before we set up the next move down. So there is upside potential back up to this roadmap line, wherever that might be. When they come and meet, somewhere over here. That was the target. We got a little overexcited, you know, little teenage boy overexcitement there, and overdid it to the downside. So we may see a strong reversal right up to the roadmap line. Be careful. Still garbage. Don't trade that. SRE, that's a downtrend, probably going lower. 61 on the downside. All right, that's the list of things that were moving when I looked it up before the market opened. There we are. S&P 500 still highly cautious. We're in that resistance zone. We didn't do a pullback. We just slowed down. Can we pop on through? We could. Look how many green days we've had in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 so far. We don't typically go longer than, I think it's 10 green days in a row is usually like a, I mean, just pull it back. Where's the last time we did 9 green days in a row? I mean, maybe I passed one, but I don't really see it. That's not a common occurrence in the market. All right, we don't tend to do, and there's one back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, got to 7 in a red day. We don't tend to do a bunch of green days in a row without a pullback. Oh, please be careful. We're probably going to get a pullback. This thing's doing extreme things. This many green days in a row is extreme. Could we break on through the support? I mean, the resistance? Yeah. Could we go retest the support? Yeah. There's a lot of things we could do. And this is a big question mark right now. We're pushing above. We're trying to push above those highs. Are we going to get rejected? Are we going to get smacked down again? Be careful. Be careful out there. This is a treacherous zone right now. Nothing is clear. No clear path forward. There's a bullish path and a bearish path, and we're stuck in the middle, not confirming either one. Be careful. All right. Thanks for spending the morning with me. I'll be back again live tomorrow morning. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit the thumbs up if I said anything that was beneficial, helpful, anything like that. Share with a friend. If you have a friend that would like this stuff, please share it. And thanks for watching. I'll see you again tomorrow.